Hi everyone. In this video I'm just going to show you really briefly how to get started using ETS's starter course. So before we get started, just want to make sure that everybody has a basic understanding of Canvas with regards to how to set up modules, assignments, discussions, the syllabus, and a home page. So if you have that in place, let's get started. So what we can see here is just an example of what we've built using the ETS starter course. We have a home page that has the course title, we have a list of modules, a nice image, links to the syllabus. If we do go to the syllabus, you can click here, or there's a syllabus link on the left-hand side. And this will be pre-populated with some information that you can fill out, including your name, preferred contact method, response time, etc. It's really good to put a picture of yourself in here with an instructor bio, all of the course descriptions, learning objectives, things like that. That can be flushed out just by clicking this edit button right here. And then with regards to the modules, you can actually see a course structure in place. We have module 1 that runs from this date to that date, and every module looks quite similar with an overview, some learning materials, an activity, and then kind of a wrap-up of that module. So let's have a look at just an example of what that might look like flushed out. So here we've got an overview, a short video from the instructor saying what's covered in the module or unit. For a typical learning materials page or reading page, you might have an introduction to that, maybe a metacognitive prompt, like letting students know what they should be considering when they're reading through the materials you've given them. Here's some references and a video. Now for these references, these are usually put inside the library online course reserves, and this is where you can put your APA references, and they will be available to students so that they don't have to actually search for them in the library. So I'd really recommend using that. Next we would have a discussion or an activity, something like that. So give them a talking point to facilitate a collaborative discussion there. And then at the end of the module, we usually have, this is what we did, these are the things you should have completed, and then just maybe a brief overview of what's coming next week. Okay, so that's what a course can look like fully fleshed out based on our template. And what I'll show you now is actually how to build it out once you've got the starter course imported. So this is just a course that has the starter built in. Obviously the home page, feel free to click edit here and update the program name, instructor, and then add your modules when you're done building those out. In the syllabus, same thing. You've got your name here, instructor bio. Feel free to add some materials here. You can embed your existing syllabus if you like, or you can just add it to Canvas as text. With regards to the assignments, there's already an assignment there, and ETS has preceded this with some just prompts for you. So just an overview, what's this assignment all about? If it's linked to a course learning objective, feel free to add that here. A section of how to complete the assignment, so the steps students go through to actually complete it. Samples of completed work from the past if you have those. And then how to submit the assignment. If they're submitting a URL or a Word document, it's good to upload, describe those here. And then we've got just a prompt to add a rubric if you can. So bear in mind that all of these are just recommendations from ETS. You, of course, don't need to use all of these if you don't want to, but we find that they generally help students to gain clarity around what's expected of them. So let's have a look at the module section now. So in the module section, we have just questions about the course for the students. We have an introductory activity. You can usually put this in module 1 if you want to. So to move things, you just click and drag like this. And then for module 1, yeah, so feel free to go inside these pages. And these are just placeholders again. So feel free to edit this. And the idea here is that we're kind of editing the template for what all of the other modules will look like. So here we go, readings, yep. Cool, this all looks good. So when you're happy with how your first module looks, and maybe treat this as a template, maybe don't fill that much out because you're going to need to go in and edit everything anyway. All you need to do to duplicate this is go to this little menu on the top right here and click duplicate. And that will create a module 1 copy, and I can do that again. This will be duplicate, and this will be module 1 copy 2. So all we need to do is, there's multiple ways to edit this. If I want to change the titles of everything, I can just click Edit here, and I'll call that Module 2. And the brief description here would be the topic that Module 2 is about. Same thing here, click Edit, Module 2, Overview. And obviously your learning materials, your readings, those will change as well, so remember to provide a description of that, and then edit in here, Module 2 wrap up. And when we want to edit the content of this stuff, then we can just go into it, click into it, and it'll bring up this page, and then there's an edit button here. So then you can go through every single module and update your materials and your activities pretty easily. So when your modules are all ready to go, the students can access assignments, discussions, their grades, everything on the left-hand side. I have created a section here for the assignments, so if you do want to add more assignments, you can duplicate this again, but it is recommended to actually pull these assignments down into the module in which they belong. So for example, say assignment 2 is due in module 3 during that time period, so feel free to drag that down to where it belongs, probably like this. Okay, so that's how you build out a course based on ETS's starter course. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us, and thanks for watching.